celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration.
Welcome, you guys, to the premiere of the Bougie Baldie show. I'm just going to take one more minute, make sure everybody gets into the room so we don't get started without anyone. And we are recording, making sure that's happening. But I'm excited. I'm excited about the show. My name is Kelly. If you guys do not know, my name is Kelly Rhymes. I am the producer and creator of the Bougie Baldie show. This has been a long time coming. This has been a whole year project for me. So I'm just excited that we are finally here. I do have something I want to share with you guys. So let me share my screen so you can see that. All right. All right. Okay. There we go. So we'll just keep letting people into the room, and I'm gonna get started because we are a couple minutes behind. I like to be on time, and we're gonna flow with it because I want to respect your time as well. So again, welcome to the Bougie Baldie show. I told you my name, but I want to also introduce my guests that were on the show, the amazing guests. Okay, we have Samantha Traylor, we have Denisha Griffiths, we have Dr. Corliss Bennett, and then we have Ebony Broshier Pearson. Excuse me, Ebony. If I said that wrong, I know you're gonna correct me. So let's go ahead and we're gonna move on. And I want to talk about the mission of the show and why this was created. So I have a podcast. For anybody who doesn't know, it's called the Bougie Baldie Podcast. And it was really created out of me just starting to use my voice to talk about my hair loss journey and to allow and have other women who have experienced hair loss to also share their journeys, because there are so many women who have been silent. And when you're going through hair loss, you hide it a lot of times. And I'm not going to say this is for everybody, but for the most part, people hide it at first and they're embarrassed, they're ashamed. And it's a whole emotional, mental process and challenge and things that we have to go through in order to get to the other side, to where we are now, being confident, rocking bald heads. So the mission of it was to create educational and entertaining media content that not only raises awareness about women's health issues, particularly hair loss, but also fosters a sense of community and support among our audience. The Bougie Baldie Show serves as a vital resource for women ages 25 to 54 who either have experienced hair loss themselves or they're supporting loved ones through their hair loss journey. Through engaging storytelling, relatable content, we help our viewers navigate the emotional side and the challenges that I just talked about associated with hair loss. And we ultimately want to guide them towards confidence and acceptance of themselves. Now, we're not here to say that you should shave your hair off just because you have hair loss. No, that's not what we're here to say. I promote that you do whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is that makes you feel confident and comfortable. You do that. So if you want to rock a wig, if you want to rock hair wraps, if you want to shave it off, whatever that is that's going to help you move forward and be that person that you are supposed to be in this world, that's what we want you to do. We have just personally made the decisions to just say, forget it. But it was after some time, don't get me wrong. I'm sure most of us, not on this, well, maybe not most of us, but a few of us on the panel or on the show have definitely worn wigs, all the things to cover it up. And some of us just said, you know what? This is it. My hair came out. I'm done. And I'm just going to step out right now, immediately, without hair. But we share these stories on the show. So you guys have to make sure you tune in, because we have some very entertaining conversations on the show. Okay. So I told you guys a little bit about the guests that are on the show, but here's a picture of all of us But I am want to make sure I give an opportunity to each one of the guests to introduce themselves and share a little bit about maybe their journey or their experience on the show and if give you some more information. Okay. So first, we are going to start with Miss Samantha Traylor. Now, Miss Samantha Traylor, let me tell you about her. She was one of the first people that I told that I was actually doing a show. And when I tell you, she showed up and said, you know what? I want to support you. I want to be there for you. And I want to participate in this show. I was so, and I still am. I'm grateful for her. Samantha. She has always been a positive voice. She's always been encouraging and uplifting. Samantha has her own episode on the show. So I'm going to allow Samantha to actually talk about her episode a little bit, but she is basically a coach in the speaking world. And she has a Toastmasters group called Bald Confidence that she has just created, and she's looking for more people to join. So, just in case you're interested in using your voice, but she helps people who are bald, all people, men, women, whomever, come together and they practice on their speaking skills. But not only does she have that, she also has a program called ABCs to Serenity. But I'm going to again allow Samantha to talk about that herself. So, Samantha, go ahead, unmute your microphone and say something to the audience. Introduce yourself and tell them whatever it is you would like to tell them.
Thank you, Kelly. You know what? I want to take this moment to really, really express my gratitude to you for this incredible experience on this project. You, as an outstanding producer, and Zandra, as an outstanding executive producer, your leadership, your creativity, your vision shaped this experience in an extraordinary way. You all created an environment during shooting where excellence felt natural. You gave us a safe place to just be authentic, and you celebrated that. You encouraged each one of us to shine, and it really was and has been an honor to work with you, Kelly. The entire production team, actually, makeup, wardrobe, lighting, sounds, camera, and everything in between, the professionalism and the dedication made the process seamless for me, and it was truly, truly enjoyable. Every attention to detail helped bring my message to life and made it clear and made the purpose easy to understand. I also want to thank the fellow panelists. Oh my gosh, it was so awesome to work with this group of ladies on that show. Your passion, your insightfulness, your powerful voices just made the conversation extraordinary. Collaborating with you was beyond inspiring and energizing. And of course, I just want to thank all the guests here today, the Toastmasters here today, all the supporters and friends. Thank you for showing up tonight and for lending your support for this premiere. Your presence means the world. Knowing that you took the time to be here tonight and to celebrate us, your encouragement fuels the momentum of this movement. The opportunity for me was not just an opportunity to appear on camera. It represented a profound chance to share my passion and my purpose in the world. In episode 2, the episode that Kelly mentioned, we do a deep dive into the ABC to Serenity framework, a message I believe really has the power to genuinely transform lives. The reach of this global network, combined with the heart and the intention behind this production, allows us to touch lives far beyond anything I could have ever imagined. And that I consider a tremendous gift. So once again, thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Zandra. Thank you to the entire team. And thank you so much for every guest who showed up tonight to support this premiere. I am grateful, I am inspired, and I cannot wait to see the ripple effect of what we created together. Kelly, thank you so much.
Oh, you know what? You just touched my heart. Don't make me cry on here, but I'm going to keep moving. Thank you, Samantha. All right, so next we have the lovely beauty queen, the bald and beautiful queen, the pageant queen. Yes. So for anybody who knows me, you know that I was in a pageant this year, the Bald and Beautiful pageant. Ebony, I mean, not Ebony. Ebony is going to be the next one, excuse me. Denisha was also a contestant with me. And when I tell you she won, I was jumping up and down like I won. Okay. I was so happy and I'm still happy for her. She is such an amazing and sweet person. She raised her hand when I was looking for people to be on a panel for this show. So I'm going to allow Denisha to introduce herself. Go ahead and unmute your microphone, Denisha.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, everyone, all of our guests who have joined us tonight. This means so much. I know not just to myself, but definitely to Kelly and the rest of the cast that you guys are all here to support us. We are forever indebted to you all. Thank you to Zandra and the Zandra Network and the team. I completely concur with everything that Samantha said. The team was just amazing. This was my first opportunity to be a part of a TV show. And going into it, I did not know what to expect. I had nerves everywhere. I'm like, oh my God, am I cut out for TV? What am I going to say? What am I going to do? How is this going to work? But day one on set, let me tell you, Kelly is amazing. She is so easy to talk to. She just has this air of, oh, is that me? I'm so sorry. She just has this air of making you feel at home and welcome. She brings out your true, authentic self, and I hope that we're going to be able to see some of that on the show this season. But just super grateful for this opportunity to have been a part of such an amazing cast. For a very first experience, I just want to say that you guys have really set the bar and really, whet my appetite to want to see more and do more. Our content is amazing. Our content is going to motivate, inspire, and bring out the best in everyone, I believe. So I just can't wait for you all to see everything. Just a little bit about me, as Kelly mentioned, we participated in the pageant together. That's how I came to know Kelly. And I did win. I'm so happy that experience happened for me. But just a little bit about me. By day, I am a corporate internal auditor. I work in banking at JP Morgan Chase. I hold a anti-money laundering certificate, the certified anti-money laundering certificate, where I, on a day-to-day basis in my function, I mitigate anti-money laundering risks. In 2018, I started my advocacy work. I teamed up with the National Alopecia Areata Foundation, where I worked as a legislative liaison to bring legislation to Congress for things that impact individuals with alopecia. I'm also an advocate for other issues that I personally struggle with, one of which being irritable bowel syndrome, as well as suicide prevention and obviously alopecia. In doing advocacy, I started my YouTube channel in 2020 called Journey to the Chop. And I did that channel to chronicle my alopecia journey and ultimately try to motivate and encourage and inspire someone along the way. And just last year in 2024, I took that ultimate step in my journey to the chop and shaved my head, which I now today live completely bald, free, and encouraged and confident. And it was that liberating step that ignited my passion to just step out there and be bold, which is how I found the Miss Bald and Beautiful pageant that is sponsored by the She Is movement. And ultimately, I became the Queen, the title holder, Miss Bald and Beautiful 2025. So that's just a little bit about me. I'm happy again and super grateful for the opportunity to be a part of the Bougie Baldie show. Thank you again to you all for being here tonight, to Zandra, the Zandra TV network, and Cal's my Kel. I am forever indebted to you. Love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Denisha. Okay, next we have let me not just say Miss, Dr. Corliss Bennett. Now, Dr. Bennett was in the pageant with us as well. She was another contestant. She is a ball of fire. And I'm going to bring her on and let her just speak because I already know she's going to light it up and you're going to see exactly what I am talking about. So Corliss, go ahead and unmute your microphone.
I'm like, what you talking about, Kelly? Well, let me say, first of all, good evening, good morning to those in the morning right now. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good day. I am representing the West Side, baby. California, IA in the house. Los Angeles, California. More in direct, Crenshaw and Slauson. So if you listen to any rap song, I grew up right there in the community. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. I was so excited when you put the word out there. I made sure I flew out a day early so that I could be a part of this wonderful experience. I kind of look cute in that little outfit. Okay. Anyway, sorry. So I am representing the West Side, California. I am an educator, or some people call me the educator guru. I am a first generation college grad with a doctorate degree in educational leadership from the best school on the West Coast, the University of Southern California. Fight on, baby. You have to say that when you say the thing. Anyway, so let's get back to answering the question. So I'm an educator. I have been in education since I was 2 years old. Period. I didn't take naps at the nursery school because I was too antsy. So I would pick up trash. All the other kids would be sleeping. I'd help the teacher. And that was just my thing. It was just like, okay, I can't do this sleeping thing right now, but I want to help. And I would pick up and pass out papers and just clean up or whatever the case may be when I started preschool at around 18 months, walking and trying to talk. As an educator, like I said, first generation, I represent several organizations, and these organizations are ones that empower women, children, and the community. I am currently the president of the National Council of Negro Women, the Los Angeles chapter. I am a part of the Divine Nine, which is the historically Black founded Black Greek letter, or should I say fraternity sorority. I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Oh, got to say that. Sorry, that's just what we do. Anyway, and so as a member of that, I'm also a member of the National Panhellenic Council, which is the council that brings all nine of us together, and we do events as a collective, as well as, of course, the different chapters do their different organizations, and chapters within those organizations do different events and things within the communities that they serve. All of our organizations are worldwide. We have everybody pretty much has a chapter in Africa and blah, 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 blah. So we're everywhere. Germany, London, you name it. Deltas for sure are everywhere. I'm also a member of the 100 Black Women of Los Angeles. I'm on their educational committee. So I'm really about education. I'm really about making sure that our students know what they need to do. I'm a former admissions counselor for Occidental College here in Los Angeles, as well as the University of Southern California. I served as a senior assistant director of undergraduate admissions. And my goal was to hit every school that I could in the LA County and making sure that our students know what they need to do in order to be successful academically while in high school and moving on into college. I served as an admissions counselor, like I said earlier, at Occidental College and at the University of Southern California. A lot of I went through a situation where I had a counselor that was a hater. And I know there's some hater counselors out there that don't want us to succeed. So I made sure that I got into those schools where I knew these students were not getting the information. So that's what I'm about. I'm about uplifting people, women, children, men, boys, girls, the community, in making sure that they know what is needed. And I used my organization, Bennett Motivational Services, check out the website, to make sure that our students know what they need to do. And I do seminars, 40 or so a year, all over the place to make sure that our students know what they need to do to become competitive and go through that admissions process. So I'm about that. And just quickly, I am a cancer survivor. 17, it'll be 18. Wow. 18 years since the diagnosis in March of 2008. So 18 years survivor. I have what is called multiple myeloma. Thank you for the people who are clapping. I see you. Multiple myeloma, which is a bone marrow cancer. And so I am a almost 18-year survivor. And, you know, I was walking my lace fronts. I had, and, you know, and me, I'm not one of those people that just wear the same one the whole time, so everybody think that's your hair. Oh no, honey, I was wearing curly one day, straight one day, down my back the next day, up in the do, and students would be like, "Oh, girl, where you get that from?" I said, "Girl, that's off of Crenshaw Sloss and that beauty supply." Oh, okay. I mean, the students, you know, what's the name of that one? Oh, this is Lucy. Oh, girl, Lucy is working you, Corley, and you know, and so I took it and made it, because of my personality, made it a part of my life so that students wouldn't be so nervous to talk to me about cancer. And I would get calls from people and say, "Can you talk to my uncle in Arkansas? Can you talk to my grandmother in Mississippi?" Because I was so open about the fact of being a cancer survivor. I didn't want to just kind of slum it down. I wanted to just be a part of me because it is what it is. And so, like I said, as a cancer survivor, I got tired of the lace fronts. And one day I said, "You know what? Just cut it off." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Girl, I get folks stopped and be like, "Oh, girl, you look good. I can't do it. I can't do it." I said, "Yes, you can. Get that, go in there and get that shaver and shave it off. And if you don't like it, it'll grow back." But it is so freeing to be bald. And all you have to do is make sure it's just nice and tight. It is freeing. I mean, you get dressed and you be like, "Oh, you know, it takes 45 minutes off your dress time trying to figure out which wig you want to wear." So trust me, if you're thinking about it, cut it off. Let it flow. It'll grow back if you don't like it. But it is really about being free. And I just again want to thank Kelly for allowing me to be a part of her show. When she said something, I was like, "Yep, I want to be on it." Because I think people think that when you're bald, especially because of cancer, because you can't get around it. Cancer, you can't get around it. Anything else, alopecia, I know there's, you have spots and things. Cancer, you go through the process, you're going to look like this after that process. And so it's about embracing your inner love for yourself, because now I have to make sure that my eyes pop. Y'all see that little glitter? I have to make sure my eyes pop because
Hold
I
on,
ain't got no
Corliss.
hair. Because I ain't got
Corliss.
no hair. So you got to make
Corliss.
sure them eyes pop, and you got to make sure you feel good about yourself. Okay?
Corliss.
Kelly, I'm
Corliss.
finished.
You cannot tell them that's because they gotta watch the show. Okay.
Okay,
You give them
my
too
bad.
much information, ma'am.
My bad. I was just trying to let
Okay.
them know. Make them eyes pop when you go bald, and then you be bam. Trust. People will say they love you. They will walk up to you and say, "Oh my God, yes." That's all I'm saying.
Carla's about to give you the whole summary of the show in one little
That's,
episode
we had
right
different
here. I'm
topics
just
in the show. You talking about themselves? Okay, I'm done. Sorry. Thank you, whoever
thank,
gave me all that love. I appreciate you. But yes,
thank you, Corliss. Thank you so much. I told you guys she was a ball of fire. I know, right? So now let me tell you about this next person now. Ebony. Ebony. Okay, first let me step back and tell you, I gotta give you the backdrop. The day before I was supposed to be recording day 2 of the show, which is when all of our guests were there, I got a call and messages from 2 guests that were supposed to be on the show, and they had to cancel because of emergencies that were out of their control. So I was like, "Oh my goodness, what am I going to do?" I have 2 guests that, like we had all of this stuff planned and set up, and now my guests, 2 of my guests are gone. So I don't know, but I said, "You know what? We here. I'm just gonna have to roll with it. I'm just gonna have to roll with it." Now, Ms. Angela was like, "We can call somebody in. We can do this. We can do that." I was like, "We not gonna. No. We got to get the right people. I can't just call anybody in because certain people know this journey. Just anybody can be on here. Just because they cut their hair low, they don't have the same experience that we have when you lose your hair. It's a difference between cutting your hair low for a style versus having to cut it off because you are literally losing your hair." So I was like, "We're just gonna let it go. We're gonna let it flow, and we're just gonna move forward." The next day, when Denisha walks in, here comes Ebony. And I look and I said, "Oh, she is cute and she bald." But again, I didn't know Ebony. I had, so I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything, but we hugged, we embraced, "How you doing?" Kept it moving. So Miss Zandra says, "Ebony would be good for the show." And I was like, "But I don't want to put her on a spot like that. I don't want to, put pressure on her. I don't know." So it's like she said, "Go ask her. Go ask her." I said, "Okay." I said, "Ebony, would you like to be on the show?" Now, Ebony was there to help Denisha with her wardrobe and get styled and all of those things. So I was like, "Would you like to be on the show?" Ebony said, "Of course I would." I was like, "Oh." She saved the day. Not only did she save the day, Miss Samantha saved the day as well because Miss Samantha was not supposed to be on the panel. She was only supposed to do her own episode. But she also said, if you need me, I'm here. I am so grateful for the two of them. I was just like, thank you. I couldn't say anything else, but let's just let it roll. And Ebony is one of the people, she was perfect on the show. Her personality, she give it you the entertainment. She has you laughing. She has the real, raw stories. So let me go ahead and bring Ebony on so she can introduce herself formally to you guys.
Good evening, everyone. And thank you, Ms. Andra. Thank you, Ms. Kelly. Thank you all for letting me be a part of this amazing production. Like Ms. Kelly says, this was a surprise. I wasn't supposed to be a guest. I was there with my best friend, Denisha, and I was asked to be on the show, and it was such an honor. It was a long day. I will say that was a very long day. That was no lie. Going through this process, not just the hair loss process, but going through the show's process, I have been bald for over 20 some years. My hair started to fall out on a Sunday, and by Wednesday, I had nothing. And when we shaved, my family helped me through the process. And when we shaved the rest of it off, the 3 strands that were left, I didn't actually hate the way that I looked. I embraced it. And I said, you know what? I could do this. I could definitely do this. So I got the biggest pair of earrings I could find and the most amazing glasses. And I just am myself. And I think that this journey, it doesn't just teach you to love yourself because you're bald. You love yourself because you need to love yourself, period. And I think that the self-love, and then you can spread the love to others. This is a disease that affects not just, it affects men, women, and children. It doesn't discriminate by your race. It doesn't matter. Anybody can have alopecia, but it's how you are going to present yourself, how you are going to teach others. Me personally, in my field of work, some of my family don't even remember what I look like with hair. I don't even remember what I look like with hair. I saw my wedding picture the other day and I said, that ain't me. Nope, that's me. This was an amazing experience because it's so wonderful to see other women that look like you. You're so used to not being represented, or when you look at everyone has on a wig or everyone has a weave. It's just so great and fulfilling to see other women that look like you and are proud just like you. This experience was just amazing. I am thankful. I am blessed. Thank you, Miss Kelly. Thank you, Miss Zandra. Thanks to the great panel. I made some great friends throughout this journey. Now that it's winter time, it does get a little different. So we do have to make that adjustment, but we handle it. And I'm just so proud and just so thankful. So I thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for your support. And Miss Kelly, for season 2, I will be there. So thank you for everything.
Thank you. And we are going to say and be positive and put it out there that yes, it's going to be a season 2. We're going to go ahead. Thank you, Ebony, for going ahead and starting that. All right. So now, you know what? It is time. Let me move on. And it is time to show you a snippet of the show. Now, this is just episode number 1. And what this is just a smash up. So this is not like complete sentences and complete, this is kind of choppy because it's kind of bits and pieces from episode number 1. Now, episode number 1 is just with myself because I am a women's hair loss support and authenticity coach. I support women with that mental journey, that emotional journey of hair loss. And if they don't know what to do, if they're stuck and just feeling low and don't know which way to turn, I'm the person that's there to help guide them to the next step so that they can get to the place of confidence, so that they can hold their head up high, and so that they can move forward with life. Because if you don't know, there are some women out there that are actually contemplating suicide because of hair loss. And we don't want that. We don't want that at all. That's the extreme. That's how extreme it can get. And I am a support coach for the Scarring Alopecia Foundation. So when I'm in support calls, I hear these things. And this is why the work that I'm doing, I believe, is so important because yes, hair is important. We're not going to say it's not, but we have lives to live. So we have to do whatever it is we need to do. If we have a condition where our hair is not coming back, we got to move forward and we got to figure out how to move forward. So that is really my mission and my goal in the work that I do. So I'm going to go ahead and play the smash up and little snippet of episode 1, so you can get a little taste. And I want you to go ahead and go out to the Zandra TV network, and I'll show you exactly where to go so that you can watch the first 3 episodes because they are out there and ready for you to view. They're on demand, so you can see it whenever. We also will have the premiere of the first show live tomorrow, so I'll tell you a little bit about that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the smash up. Society promotes beautiful long hair. They promote that as beauty. And because society promotes that as beauty, many women out here feel like if they don't have this long, beautiful hair, they're ugly. And that is far from the truth. There are many women out there, such as myself, who are rocking bald heads and are very, very beautiful. If you are experiencing hair loss, your first step is to go see a physician, whether that is a medical doctor or a dermatologist. Because one thing I've learned is that hair loss comes in different forms. And when we talk about alopecia, alopecia is just another medical word for hair loss. And there are all different types of alopecia. You can have hair loss simply because you're vitamin deficient. Your hormones are off balance. You may be taking a medication that has disturbed your hair and is causing you to lose hair. You could have actually, a form of alopecia that is a autoimmune disease, or that could be just making your hair fall out and it can fall out. Another thing I had to do was adapt the attitude of, I don't give a blank, right? You can't care what people think about you. People are going to look, people are going to stare. It's okay, You have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Now, what does that look like for you? You have to determine that. As I got comfortable with myself and gained that confidence, when people would stare at me or look at my direction, I noticed myself go from feeling insecure, like, oh my gosh, they think I'm ugly, why are they staring at me, to, oh, they think I'm beautiful. Even though I have a bald head, they still think I'm beautiful. And you will notice also that if you stare at them back, that makes them uncomfortable because they know they are being rude. It is important to show your confidence through your clothing. It is a form of self-expression. So the better you feel, the more confident you'll be, no matter what your hair looks like. I'm not a girl that likes to wear heels. I do not prefer to wear heels. You will find me in sandals that are flat or tennis shoes most of the time. So in this look, I have my nice tennis shoes on, my cute little shorts. Yes, they're short, but they're not too revealing. They're still classy. Then I have my linen collar shirt that you just jazz up with a cute necklace and you go about your day. Now, one thing you cannot forget, put a cute fedora on, put a cute sun hat on, put something on that accents your outfit. Because what you don't want to do is be out having a great day, enjoying the sun, and you get a sunburn at the top of your head. If you are a woman who has made the decision or is thinking about making the decision to cut your hair off and rock a ball look, you're still going to look just as classy and as beautiful as the next woman who has that long hair draped down her back or that updo or whatever it is that she has going on. You can rock with the best of them. I'm here to let you know, and you can see it right here on the screen. Now, or the number one thing we may hear is, I don't think I have the head for that. You have the head for that. You're beautiful. You have the head for that, but I don't think I have the head for that. And my response back is, well, I didn't know if I had the head for it either. But I had to cut my hair off and I had to deal with it and rock it. And this is just what my head looks like. You don't know what your head looks like until you cut it off. Just know that you won't know until you do it. You really won't know until you do it. Losing your hair does not remove your femininity. It does not at all. You are just as feminine as you was with your hair. All right. So that was just a little teaser of episode number 1 that is out. And really, episode 1 is me just sharing a little bit about the hair loss journey, the emotions that women go through, and I am providing some styling tips, letting women know that you are still feminine. You are still beautiful. You can still do whatever it is you would normally do if you had hair. So you'll see me rock some different hair wraps on the episode, different outfits for different occasions. It's all kinds of things happening on episode 1. So make sure you guys go out there and check it out on the Zandra TV network. Now, next, we are going to bring up Miss Zandra. She is the executive producer and owner of the Zandra TV network. I am going to bring her on so she can talk to you a little bit about the process, the network, and how you can find the show. So, Ms. Zandra, go ahead and unmute your microphone for me, please.
I'm so unmuted tonight. First of all, I want to say what an honor to be around such amazing women with such great confidence. I just loved it. I loved every moment. I loved meeting every single guest. And Kelly, you are by far one of in my book, your premier producer of a TV show. Just look at this. I'm looking at your TV premiere, and I'm like, it's so well put together. Making sure everybody has time to speak. I appreciate you and honor you for being courageously intentional to say yes to TV, because it is a big yes, right? But it's a whole space that we're leaving wide open, and why not captivate it and take control? So, Kelly, great job. Great job to all the guests. And of course, our team did a great job behind the scenes. Now, listen, here's the deal, y'all. You have to make some decisions. And so I'm not coming on here to preach tonight, but if you have a business, one of the things that you have to make a decision on is how you're going to strengthen your digital footprint. Because we're in a digital society. I mean, if you just take AI alone, I was kind of surprised when I went to AI. I just thought I'd play around and say, tell me about Zandra TV Network. What does it stand for? And it came back saying, we're the home of positive programming. We're the #1 network. I was like, oh, okay. Everything is digital. I really didn't expect to receive that. But when I did, I was like, wow, this even speaks more, in volumes about why you have to have a good digital footprint. Now, everybody don't want to be a TV producer. But what I'm telling you is you have to figure out how you're going to play in this space. I'm not selling you. I'm telling you that in order to really rise in your business, in order to be that speaker that's revered, you have to do something significantly different than what your peers are doing or your competition. And that one thing is streaming TV. For the first time in history, we have leveled the playing field so that you could actually be featured on TV and do what you need to do. So you got to decide, am I going to be a guest on TV? Am I going to get a commercial? That I love talking about commercials, because commercials, did you ever think you could have a commercial on Amazon, Roku, and Apple? But then beyond that, then go ahead and say, I could also have it on CBS, NBC, and Fox, and it be within your budget. For the first time in history, we have leveled the playing field for that to be able to happen. So if you want a commercial for your business, put it around the Bougie Baldie show, and we'll put it around some of my other shows too. But I think that it's really important that you understand that. And then last but not least, I'll become a TV producer. I know it sounds like, oh my God, it's so much. It's a little much, but it ain't much. You kind of give up your time. We're a batch processor. We do it in 2 days. And then you go back and do what you normally do in your business. And we help you start promoting. In fact, I didn't even have to help Kelly. Kelly just did it. Your #1 producer. She just did it on her own. And I was like, I'm loving life, right? Most people I have to handhold more. She just did it on her own and really highlighted her journey of becoming bald. She really embraced it. And I think you are the brand. We want your brands on TV, you guys. And stay tuned, because there's going to be some announcements. We're going to be taking Kelly's show to another network as well. So we're excited about it. Y'all going to be seeing something everywhere. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you're on this call, you're interested in a commercial, you're interested in being featured, please get in contact with Kelly Rhines and let her know that. But you've got to do something. You've got to make that decision. This show, I'm so tickled about, because I think it's going to actually motivate and encourage and inspire people to really think about life differently and what really is important and how you show up. It's really the person that's inside of you showing up on the outside. And so thank you, Kelly, for being courageously intentional. Thank you for all the guests that were there. And congratulations, Denisha, girl. You run that pageant. I was at the pageant. You know, I try to go everywhere. I'll be like, I'm coming. Congratulations on winning the pageant. And we just look forward to working further with all of you and seeing you being featured right here at the home of positive programming, Zandra TV Network. So thank you. And back over to you, Kelly.
Thank you so much. Okay. Now, Ms. Zandra says, I just did it. I very much so followed her instructions. And there were definitely times where I was like, oh, what did I get myself into? Now, I tend to do things in life that other people don't do. I do recognize that about myself. But this project stretched me into ways I had never been stretched before. From having to do casting calls and set things up and have all these different meetings to get people on the show, and just all types of things that I had no clue that I was going to have to do, but I've done it, and we have our final project here, and I am so happy with the results and everyone who showed up. Okay. So I'm not going to take all of that like I just did it that easily. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward, because we mentioned this earlier. Miss Ebony, or it was Denisha, somebody mentioned sponsorships and season number 2. That's what they mentioned. I'm sorry, season number 2. So we are trying to work on season number 2, but we need sponsors to do that and future guests. So I just want to let you guys know that we do have different sponsorship packages out here. And these packages, they're laid out as 4 different ones, and they allow you to be on season 2 and have your own episode, just like Miss Samantha. You can have 1-hour episode if you get that diamond sponsorship. If you get the ruby sponsorship, you get 30 minutes to yourself on the episode. You get commercials and all types of things. The emerald sponsorship, that is where you will be featured in the Brains magazine, which is a global magazine. And you'll also have this episode is featured by, and whatever your brand is, all of those things. And then we have the Sapphire. And I'm sorry this is overlapping, because, of course, when I created this, it didn't look like this. But now that I'm presenting it, it does. But that's okay. We here. But the Sapphire is a VIP spot recognition on one of the episodes. You get a 15-second bumper, and you get to be a part of Go Shop America. So if you guys, you probably don't know what Go Shop America is. That is a new television home shopping network. So just like QVC, that is Go Shop America, but it is for small businesses. You don't have to have a bulk of product or services to be on Go Shop America. You could just have a few. And this is created for small businesses to be able to sell 24 hours a day. So you get a spot on Go Shop America. So you see a QR code here. If you are interested in learning more or speaking to me about being a sponsor or a future guest on the show, all you got to do is scan this QR code. And then Rachel, my assistant, can you drop the link to contact me or book a call with me into the chat? So if anybody needs to just click on that link, they can do that. So you guys check the chat. She's going to drop some links in there as well. But we are definitely trying to get some support for season number 2, because, we got to keep this message going. We got more people out there that we need to uplift and support. We have more businesses out there that need to be seen, because we feature businesses on the show that provide services or products that help with hair. Okay, whether it's hair loss, hair regrowth, hair care, all of those things. we want you on the show. Even if you make hats. I mean, we baldies. It's cold outside. Ebony told you that. We got to change it up right now. We need some hats. Or if you make wigs, hey, we can have you on the show, okay? Because there's people out there who don't want to rock bald heads. They want a wig. So that is what we are currently looking for. So I'm not going to beat the drum on that too much longer. You guys have the information. So go ahead and make sure you book a call with me if you want to discuss further. Now, how do we watch this show? How do we get to the show? All right, so we want to go online. Okay, this is if you're on your computer or your phone. We're just going to go to ZandraTV.com. Okay, ZandraTV.com. If you scan this QR code, it will take you directly to the lifestyle section. Rachel, can you drop the link for the ZandraTV.com in the chat as well so people can click on that if they just need to do that? But once you actually pull up Zandra TV, you will go to the lifestyle section in the menu, scroll down, and you'll see Bougie Baldie. The first 3 episodes are there. You can watch them after we get off of this premiere. I know I'm gonna go out there because I have not even seen all of them. I've only seen episode 1. So I'm watching it just like you're watching it, and I'm excited and anticipating because this is my project, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to see. So I am super excited to go watch it once we get up here. But if you don't have that opportunity, it's fine, because guess what? Like I said earlier, it's on demand. So just like Hulu or anything else, when you want to go out there and go check out your shows, just go out here to ZandraTV.com anytime you want to, 24 hours a day, and pull it up, and you'll be able to watch the Bougie Baldie show. The rest of the episodes for this season will be out, I believe, tomorrow or within a day or two. But
tomorrow.
Okay.
So go back and watch. And I put that in the chat too, Kelly.
Okay.
3 tonight, 3 tomorrow night. And listen, at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, it'll be live on TV on Zandra TV. So look at the live channel at 6 p.m. So y'all might want to also promote that.
Okay. And I do have a flyer for that next, so you guys can see that. So yes, the live is going to be Thursday. So every single Thursday at 7 p.m., I believe is Central Standard Time, it will be played live. Okay. So you can always catch it. But as you can see at the bottom, these are all of the ways you can watch, or the networks we're affiliated with. So right now we're on the Zandra TV, but within probably the next few weeks, we'll be on the app called Got One TV. So that's an app you actually download to your device, any smart device you have, and you'll be able to watch the shows from that app, okay? But I'll also send out reminders and just updates to tell you, hey, it's now here, hey, it's now there, this is what's happening, so that you guys can stay up to date with the show and continue to follow along with us, okay? All right, I think, let's see what else we got here. I really think that's about all we have. This is more, again, the information about the live stream. If you want to watch live, that information is right here. I do want to say thank you guys so much for showing up. Oh, I mean, I am just so appreciative. I hope you guys enjoy the, no, I don't hope. I know you guys are going to enjoy the show. We're going to go ahead and put that out there. You're going to enjoy the show because it's real. This is not fluff. We don't hold back. We share our real stories. We provide advice. We provide support. We provide all types of things in this show. So you guys make sure you go out there and check it out. Does anybody on the panel, the guest, anyone else want to say anything before we wrap it up? Just want to give you an opportunity.
Just thank you again. So excited. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Please watch. Again, this is something that helps to empower folks that are going through. And I'm sure, like you said, if you want to talk to Kelly, if you want to get in touch with any of us, just go through Kelly, and Kelly will let us know, and we will be there to, uplift you, whatever is needed to help you to get through whatever it is, especially those, again, at me, different from others as a cancer survivor. Doesn't matter what cancer you have. I understand the process. So please get in touch with us through Kelly if you want to. And this is just a wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Kelly, for including me.
Oh,
Dr. Corliss is so professional. She is so professional. All I got to say is make yourself a vibe. Just become a vibe. That's what you have to do. You just have to be your own vibe. You have to be. So
thank you.
thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, you know what? Like I said, we'll keep you updated on what's coming up next. We got from this show, we got some magazine opportunity that we will all be a part of. And so we got more stuff coming out, and that's going to showcase us as the Bougie Baldie crew. Okay. So stay tuned. So once again, thank you guys for coming out. I will be sending a replay out. So anybody who was not able to get in tonight, they will get the replay, or you'll get the replay as well. Okay. All right. You guys
Thank
enjoy
you.
the rest of your evening. Bye, you guys.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Kelly. Bye, everybody. Thank
Happy
you.
holidays.
Baldie,
Happy
season
Happy
one.
holidays, everybody. Happy
Happy
holidays.
holidays.
Holidays,
Good
all
job,
y'all.
ladies.